together.
But what about the green considerations when it comes to Heathrow expansion? You've previously said that you considered resigning from Gordon Brown's cabinet over the issue. You voted against it in 2018. So what's happened? Do you back it now?
Well, look, obviously I abide by collective responsibility, and what the government's done
but you don't agree with it?
No, I do support what the government is doing, which is that we've asked Heathrow to come forward with their plans. But it's really important to say to you, Anna, that these have got to meet strict carbon budgets and local environmental standards. And then an assessment will be made about whether a third runway can do that. And that's an important thing to say to your viewers, which is when we make these decisions these days, we have financial budgets, we have carbon budgets in which any of those plans have to sit.
So I noticed you weren't at that speech of Rachel Reeves. Lots of your cabinet colleagues were. I mean, have you raised issues, have you raised concerns about this within cabinet?
I mean, I'm tempting as it is to give you a running commentary on our cabinet discussions. I'm not going to do that. But look, I've set out the position.
Well, yes, but hand on heart, do you think it's possible to meet our climate targets while expanding Heathrow Airport?
Well, I do actually think that aviation expansion can be consistent with our climate targets. And you know, even the Climate Change Committee projected a 25% increase in passenger numbers by 2050, consistent with the pathway to net zero. So all of these things have to be taken into account within that broader context of our carbon budgets.
And yet, one analysis suggested that we need to plant 2 forests, each the side of Greater London, to offset carbon emissions of airport expansion. I mean, and also, I mean, progress on sustainable aviation fuel is very slow. We've also got problems with electric planes. They're at very early stages of development. I mean, do you honestly think that we can meet?
Well, look, I think there's two positions. There's one position that says, look, we should just stop flying. That's not my position. There's another position that says it can just be business as usual, nothing changes. I think neither position is right. What the government's position is we have a proper framework for this, these carbon budgets, and that is what aviation expansion and everything else has got to sit within.
OK, so your colleague, Labour's Sadiq Khan, Mayor of London, says he remains opposed to Heathrow Airport, and some of the criticisms he cites are noise, air pollution and meeting climate targets. So you're saying that he's wrong?
I think what I'm saying is that I'm part of a government that has a collectively agreed position on this, and I believe this can be done, aviation expansion can be done consistent with our carbon budgets.